Hey fam, it's Lex. I want to talk about this pet peeve of mine. It's something that just drives me crazy. I don't know why I don't really do it that often, but there's people in my life who I will not name because I value my life who do this thing that drives me nuts. It's not knowing the answer to something, but pretending like you do. For me, when I'm interacting with somebody, there are three words that are really, really important to me. It's I don't know. And give me a second and I'll explain why. When you don't know the answer to something and you can admit that you don't know the answer to something, that lets me know that you're willing to be honest, that you're willing to be humble about what you do know and what you don't know. And it lets me know that you're willing to learn. When you're interacting with somebody who makes something up, which is its own, its own issue, or you're with somebody that's so unwilling to show that they don't know something, that they're willing to just whiz right on past it, it's a big red flag to me. I really value humility. And it's really important because there's so much stuff in the world. There's so much to learn about, so much to think about, to read about, to see, to experience, that if you close off your world by being unwilling to not know what's out there, that says to me that we just might not be the same kind of people, which is fine. But I don't know. Those three words will give you access to so much possibility, so much potential. If you're doing something new, and I totally get it, we all feel stupid when we're learning something new. Lord have mercy. I feel stupid multiple times a day because I don't know. I don't know how to do some things. I'll be working on a project and I'll bump into something that I don't know how to do. But if I have the willingness to say, you know what, I don't know how to do that. Or if, somebody comes to me and says, what is this thing? And I say, I don't know, but we can look it up, then I'm opening myself up to learning new things constantly, which keeps me moving, keeps me growing, keeps me flexible. And that is something that I really value, both in myself and in the people around me. It's okay to not know. It feels like there's some underlying insecurity under needing to know or needing me to know that you know. When you know that I know that you don't know. Okay? People often get it because there's a lack of confidence that is really subtle, that gets communicated not through your words necessarily, but through the energy that you use when you're speaking them or whatever. When you're saying something that you're really not sure of, or when you're saying something that isn't true, people can pick up on that. So oftentimes when we don't know something and we're wanting to pretend like we do because we want to be confident, you're often looking more insecure. You're often looking less confident because now there's a trust issue. And this sounds like I'm blowing it way out of proportion, but I'm not. I'm talking about a subtlety that takes place in people's interactions that we don't talk about. So somebody says something and I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound right. Like, nah, I don't know about that. And then you say something else to me and I'm like, are you sure? I mean, even though this next thing you say might be true, it might be something you do know, I'm still not sure that I trust you from the time before when it kind of felt like maybe you were lying to me, or like maybe you were playing me for dumb, or maybe you thought I wouldn't catch on. I don't know is a really, really important part of our vocabulary, and not knowing is a really important skill. Both admitting you don't know and the act of not knowing, because it'll put you into situations where you can learn new things. You can be exposed to new experiences or new information, or maybe even just new intricacies of something you kind of know. You know, I know a lot of things kind of, like a little bit, but in order to get that depth, I have to be around people that understand it better than I do. Or I have to be willing to say, I don't know, but I do know that I could find somebody who could show me. Or, you know, I could hit up my old friend Google and try and figure out what's going on here. And I don't know is really, really important. That's the key. Saying I don't know, admitting when you don't know, is the key to developing a deeper level of subtle trust in your interactions. It's a way of signifying the humility that you have, and it's a way of being exposed to a whole bunch of new possibilities in your life. All right, what do I know?